cats and kittens. It's your boy CDG, and we're gonna go ahead and look to live trade New York Open. Now, we did take a trade last night, just before London at around 1:30, 2 a.m. And this actually was sent out live into the Discord. So we currently do have a few members eating, just at about a 3-1, yeah, 3 for 4 to 1. So it's kind of interesting where indices are at right now. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's kind of interesting to see where indices are at right now, since we have relative equal highs for NASDAQ, but then once we clear those, it's like there's nothing. We're going to enter into no man's land. So what I'm anticipating here is once we clear relative equal highs, I am looking to partial 50%, and then from there, we'll just see what the market does. If we see some kind of, let me move this over here. If we see some kind of market, buildup of sell orders, right, distribute at the high and then start to play out, we'll probably close like around there, that schematic, just to really see it play through. And then the same thing here with SPX. So I didn't full TP. I did enter here yesterday, survived by the grace of God, and we are clearing this high now. Perfect straight line. We are clearing this high right now. So I did partial 50%. And I was literally honestly trying to do it live with Loom, but this shit was literally acting stupid. So you're stuck with just trusting me. But yeah, I did send this live in the Discord, literally calling it out as I was entering in. So if you're not a part of the Discord, make sure to check it out. The link is in the description below. And honestly, that's really it. Now we're just looking to honestly just manage NASDAQ and then just make sure that it doesn't just fucking drop off the face of the earth. Because if it does, we'll wait for retracement and then enter there. But this would really suck because I haven't secured anything yet, not until that black line there. So we'll see what happens. Definitely curious to see how far indices can fucking keep going. I was looking at some market analysis, and I was peeping gold. So gold on the daily time frame, we did hit a big area. So let me just give you my thoughts on this. Now, we are in a bit of an interesting area because we went from a relative low, high, internal low, and then internal high. So we kind of just been ranging within this sideways movement from like December 12th all the way to right now. So what I'm kind of curious to see is how we can play it back, right? If this is the low, we kind of have to inevitably retrace into it at some point to mitigate it, and then do one of two things. Are we going to play up and out, or are we just going to drop off from said low, using that as kind of like sell side liquidity? So I'm curious just to see now how we just get into that area. So looking at it like the internal structure, we have a high, a low, a high, a low. Not so much of a higher high, but rather a sweep of internal liquidity, and then a push to the downside. So we're still like in a very big consolidating area. Zooming into just that big ass consolidation a little more, what I've seen here was price went from a low to internal high, a higher low, broke to the upside, came back, mitigated said daily candle, right? That was like in the area that started pushing price back to the upside. And as we came into that, we swept, some liquidity, played a nice ICT turtle soup, or really just swept liquidity and started to retrace back up. So my current thought process is we use this as relative liquidity. We don't really have anything more on top of here, like up here to sweep necessarily. We do have a bit of a supply area in here, but on a higher time frame, it's just a wick, so it's just run on liquidity. So I don't really think this is a strong, retracement and pivot point. I think that since we're going to come into a higher time frame wick, this would just be an area for price to be magnetized and then just keep pushing through. Maybe get people who live on the 1 minute time frame, to get them to be liquidity. Especially because this wick literally swept previous day's wick, but then respected the relative range high. So there's a few key influences with this. So not really looking at this area just yet. If we break above this wick, really around, just break out of this range into a higher range, then I think we will be just continuing going higher using this area as liquidity. But for now, we're still in this range, right? This high to this low. So what I think is, since we swept liquidity, started to retrace, I think we can play into a lower time frame area here and then see one or two things. Either continue breaking to the upside or break to the downside. But I don't know yet. We're not there yet. So what I'm curious to actually see is how we can get into there to then play, another set of scenarios, to then, play another set of scenarios, or even these set of scenarios. So there's so many possibilities with trading that it's honestly can be a reason why a lot of traders, can feel overwhelmed, can feel frustrated, or even, overtrade because they just want to play every probability. When the reality is, the whole point of your edge within the markets is not to play every probability, it's to play the highest probability in accordance to your edge, right? Because traders who trade support and resistance, or breakout and retest, trades, they have a certain probability to that, edge. Meanwhile, traders like me who trade smart money or supply and demand zones, we have another, calculated probability that isn't necessarily the same probability as those trader setups. So this is what I was looking for, right? Did we go ahead and play into an imbalance? We did, right? So bullish market structure, or market order flow is currently bullish, right? Low, high, relative low, high, right? All internal movement. So very just steady stair step is what I'm starting to see. Now, do I really consider this a low? Not necessarily. I think this is a low, and like this is a high, right? Not a real retracement, but for argument's sake, just for this like counter trend retracement or order flow to then inevitably play the true order flow, I do see this as a stair step to build liquidity, and then what happens when we play the original order flow, we start sweeping those, and that's the area as a magnet for price. Cool. So we currently did play into a imbalance last night during London session. Played it, started to move to the upside. All right, well, what's happening? And then I saw here how price went ahead, started sweeping some liquidity, massively with these downside wicks, and then very, very abruptly started pushing to the upside. Strong, solid candle closure. Went as high as taking out all these candles over here. So right, this was just a big ass consolidation area. What I argue is was the first run of liquidity. This is the second run. Now we can have retracement, mitigate something within this 1 hour. All right, it's getting crazy. Right, run, market structure shift, retracement back into this 1 hour order block. So I do want to see some kind of lower time frame confirmation of accumulation, and then enter on said accumulation. So, and then taking it honestly into this big ass imbalance, maybe like 50%, just to see then, because honestly, gold can continue running higher, which is a good probability, or gold can also start building orders, distribute lower, and then continue what I said was the higher time frame order flow, which is bearish, right? You have high, low, building all this sell side liquidity. So I do think we can go distro down using these trend line liquidity as targets, and then coming into this next high area interest. So updates to come. We eating off indice buys, and I swear, if you're not a part of that Discord, missing out on free crypto plays, airdrops, I'm talking literally one of the greatest trading group chat, or literally one of the greatest trading Discords, completely free. Like literally, we don't ask you to buy anything at all. All right, so now we just literally play the waiting game. Dollar. Yeah, I've actually been waiting. So we swept relative weekly internal liquidity, but I still do kind of see us leaving relative equal highs. So I'm curious to see if price is going to leave this set of liquidity for later, retrace into this daily order block, and then continue to the upside, completing a monthly time frame objective of playing up and into this monthly order block here, because then we could do one of two things. Since it did sweep into the monthly imbalance, we could use this as a high, generated internal liquidity lows. Once we come back and mitigate, within this month of February, mitigate and then start to distro, we could see, this true trend start to play out. If we zoom out, we literally hit a high, hit a low, retracement, start of a distribution, and then see it just tank, right? But that's gonna take a little bit because we're talking about a high from 2002. Bruh, I was not trading at that time. I'm pretty sure none of you were either. No. I'm literally 1,000% confident no one who's watching this was trading back in 2002. Like, what do you want to bet? Drop in the comments. What do you want to bet? Let's talk. I got Cash App. I don't got Zelle. My bank don't like that. I got crypto universe, so we could do that. Don't you worry, we could do that. 1 minute to a New York Open. So let's see what the fuck is going on. Oh yeah, gold or EU did play into this 4-hour institutional candle, right? A pretty decent supply zone. We did see it sweep relative higher time frame lows and it starts to accumulate out. I don't think I'm going to play it from here. Now, on a lower time frame, like the 15-minute, we are starting to see a bit of distribution. High, low. Where's the volumes? The highest buy was right here, yeah. So, like, we can see a distribution schematic or Wyckoff distribution schematic, BCAR, internal liquidity, ST, SAL, BUT. Starting to break to the downside. So, we did see price starting to chotch now. We've started to generate bottom side liquidity after this movement, came back up, mitigated this OB, and now are starting to play out, but I'm not convinced just yet. EU's ready to sell. I think what it's honestly doing is generating sellers liquidity to do a re-accumulation. So I'm currently just gonna watch EU. Gold did hit my area. All right, so it's in there. We're gonna give it a few minutes to start cooking because right now it is New York Open volatility. So, oh shit. Damn. That impartial. Yeah. All right. I partial NAS 50% right here. Awesome. So we are now starting to enter unmarked territory. So stop loss is all the way over here now at this point. And like, you can argue relative equal lows. It's fine because I partialed. But at the same time, let me let the Discord know that I partialed. Okay. Updated Discord. So yeah, I did. Let me close these fucking tabs. I'm playing music. Okay. I do have stop loss here, relative equal lows. Now we're gonna resume right here. So I don't really know what to do in all honesty with SPX because we are clearly into unmarked territory, which is sick, cool, nice. But what I'm kind of seeing is we're leaving so much relative liquidity. I mean, even here, yes, I do have it. Like we swept below lows, but I don't know. I'm just not convinced that like it really was a clean ass sweep. Hence why like price. I can't. Once price came into here and we were just playing all this, I didn't see this as mitigating this 5 minute block or 15-minute block. Sweeping. Let me go back, sweeping internal liquidity along the way, or even creating from a low to a higher low to a higher low to a higher low. No, I mean, no, honestly, looking at it right now, I really do still see SPX leaving even more, general lows to be swept, some internal liquidity. So that kind of makes me nervous as to, there is a pretty high probability, especially with news tomorrow, being Thursday, I believe so, that like Wednesday could put in the high of the week, and then Thursday news can be the catalyst to take out said liquidity. So definitely keeping that thought process. So with that thought process now comes, okay, where is the area that would be the pivot of market structure shift back to the downside, or market respect? Or respect, so a lot of people, they'll say, oh, if it breaks this low, then they'll look for this kind of entry for a sell, which I don't really necessarily think is the case, because I think it's just liquidity. So if we go here and then here, I'm not looking to sell it from there. I'm looking to maybe wait for it to break back to the upside, retrace, and then shoot it, or wait for it to play a reaccumulation, enter here, right, and then watch it take out set highs. I want my big ass head over here, right? So what was it? I said, what was it? No, we gotta keep it over here. So yeah, that is honestly the thought process with indices, especially with SPX. Not so much Nas. Check out gold. What's she doing? Bad bitch. I just said, what was it? All right, so low, high, low, imbalance, playing into said imbalance, right? This low, put in this high. This is a natural retracement to then potentially going higher. So what are we doing? This nigga sold Nas. Let's see. Hopefully, gold invalidates my area, so I can just go gym. Oh, because I'm already in indices. So like, there's no reason to add additional risk to my account, for the week, or for the day, honestly. Maybe the week, but we'll see. I don't know if y'all can hear my music, but I'm playing some reggaeton. Reggaeton. La Bomba. Yo, I miss Hartford. Niggas would play La Bomba. Hartford's #1 station for hip hop. Or sorry, for reggaeton. 97.1. La Bomba. So we are starting to. We are playing. Came into the 1 hour, and I'll start marking this up. We are playing into the 1 hour OB. Nope. All right, so we are playing into this 1 hour OB, and then we did have this 15-minute, demand zone, and we're starting to accumulate out of it. But there's no real entry mod for me, because here we go. When entering, I need to see some kind of liquidity buildup, sweep, shift market structure shift to the upside, and then enter off of there. So technically we saw this entire schematic on the 1 hour, but I like to, since the market is fractal, I like to see this on a lower time frame as well, maybe the 15, 5, or 1 minute, depending on a few different things. So since right now it's currently 9:38 a.m. Eastern Standard, it's still like New York Open, so like really small time frame volatility is massive around this time. So like a 1 in 5 minute, a 1 in 5 minute is what I'm looking for. Entry model is what I'm looking for here. So right now we just mitigated like the 1 minute, prayed relative low, high, higher, low, starting to shift to the upside, but no real entry just yet. I mean, we left an imbalance here, so maybe we can enter off of this blue candle, stop loss here or conservative here. But we didn't really have so much of a market structure. We had like chachas, right? Change of character, because like this was the high, this is the next low, higher high, straight down to right here. Feel me? And then just like had internal liquidity build up right there. That now we're starting to break. So that was like the magnet for price to move up, but we're still technically within this downtrending range. Feel me? So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Oh, SPX does look like she wants to distro. I gotta figure out what to do on my phone. Nah. SPX really looks like she wants to distro. Liquidity buildup, high, shift to the downside, chach, came back, mitigated something, dropped back, imbalance. So more liquidity. Well, Nez is destroying, so that could be why. What's 30 doing this whole time? It didn't break its relative high. So I did see US 30 earlier this week. We did have this 4 hour, not like order block, but 4 hour institutional candle, right? It ran, swept internal highs, and then broke to the downside, swept more highs. But then this whole objective was sweep seller liquidity, drop, creating FOMO and chasers of sellers into the market. Came into this 4 hour order block, right? The wick, not so much the body, which is what I prefer, but it's whatever. And now it's starting to play up and out. So I don't necessarily think this is a strong pivot point for price to come into, mitigate, and then drop. I think it's more so just as a magnet for price to run up into, mitigate, maybe generate, lower time frame seller liquidity, and then just reaccumulate down but back up. So I kind of want to see US 30 break this 4 hour high. So I think these distros that are happening right now in the 1 minute with NAS and SPX are just going to be, honestly, a very like short term sell. It's not going to be like, something detrimental to the 1 hour. Ooh, but that 4 hours ugly. What's the 1 hour doing? Ooh, the 4 hours 1 hour is ugly as well. It might have been a liquidity grab. I could enter on SPX. Where would I take her? Oh, wait, we have all that liquidity. Like, even first one right there is 11-1. I'll nibble. Very low risk. 1 second. SPX. Okay, I'm in there. I'm in here. No, yeah, I don't really want to see it drop too bad. I currently am literally hedging because I'm still in this buys over here, but I did sell over here just to take out some internal liquidity, or even if I could just have it run to like this 1 hour right here, that would be perfectly fine too, and then we could just drop, mitigate, accumulate back to the upside, and then look to enter somewhere around there. Like it's fine. It's generally fine. Cool. So now we just what? Oh, damn. My trade locker is looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna set TP at that 1 hour OB. All right, we're in there. Minor 1-to-1. So I have a general rule where I will move stop loss to break even at a 1-to-1. I'm almost there. The way market's pushing, it won't take much longer. $75.10. $75.10. Minnesota, break it down. Honestly, so I kind of want to move stop loss to break even just because generally we are bullish. Now, this current order flow, right? We are destroying down and out. Did leave an imbalance. Yeah, okay, I'm moving to break even. 1 second. Confirm. Cool. Okay. Okay. So went ahead, updated the Discord, stop loss to break even. So now the reason I said I wanted to move it now, not only because it might add a 1-to-1 plus when price was like down here, but at the same time, so price as it started to majorly drop, we're sweeping all this liquidity. Cool. But more importantly, what I noticed is we left an imbalance. So now this usually is a magnet for price, as we're seeing now, to come retrace into. But then it plays one of two scenarios. We either can respect and continue, this immediate order flow, or we can use this as an excuse for price to come back up and then continue going, literally playing the higher time frame order flow. Right. So that's kind of why once I saw this big candle and then this candle close, I kind of noticed that, price could have inevitably come back up into set imbalance that was left behind. So I just wanted to protect my entry because the best kind of trades are the trades not so much that hit take profit or you secure partials, but the trades that are following your plan accordingly, and you're able to protect yourself along the way. No, leave that stop loss there. Cool. Okay. And honestly, it's looking like a good thing because it's starting to play back up. Oh well, I'm happy. What's Nas doing? Starting to climb back up. US 30 still dropping. What's gold doing? When this happens, y'all literally saw me earlier talking about how I wanted to buy it from here, but I need an entry model. There was no entry model. Me just finding the areas where the entry model. Right now, it'll be like in the 2-to-1. Not bad. Crazy. I'm update the chat. we could even really played it like that. But gold be toxic, so I wouldn't want right into the. And that was an 8-1. So stupid. Updating the chat. 1 second. What just happened? Oh, I think SPX just hit break even. It's about to. Oh no, I did on my trade locker, which is fine. Yeah. So no longer in this trade. Or just leave that stop loss there. No longer in this trade. I did hit break even. Whatever. It's fine. I'm curious to see if NAS, SPX, or US30 can play some kind of re-accumulations. I think US30 coming for that. It's crazy. Like, markets aren't really, like, let's just say this was a demand zone, which technically it is. It's crazy because the market doesn't really like come into it, accumulate, and then play out. We literally just see it like come in, reject, or pivot. Like, it's not my entry model. So ugly. So ugly. Oh, Cassidy water. 1 second. Gold. But we are could be in a distribution area. But I want to wait more in like a 15-minute, 1 hour time frame. Whatever. Oh, what's EU and GU doing? Now we're getting that accumulation on EU. Oh, we're actually starting to get a bit of distribution. Kinda. One made it look clean, but it's playing sideways. Like right here, it's playing sideways. Maybe you could buy from here. There go the sniffles. Because I was fucking touching a cat. Honestly, I've been going through some really bad health problems this year. They're not like bad, like clinical, but like bad as in new. I don't know what the fuck to do. I think it's because I'm allergic to cats. I think the conspiracy is starting to be confirmed. Like, this does kind of look like a distro. BCARST Salby UTAD LP test, but we're literally just in the middle, of a range. Like, no real. It's just like a random wake off happening in the middle of right here, like no man's land. So I'm just gonna ignore it. Honestly, I'm not fucking with GU today. Maybe tomorrow. This is more bias that we have this buy side liquidity here, this wick and then this 4 hour. It's honestly, it's such a fucking bias. Cause like, since I have this buy side bias, I see this as we swept liquidity, ran to the upside, came back, mitigated the 15-minute. Oh, maybe it's not a fucking bias. Maybe I do know something. A thing or two. There's a 5-minute. 15-minute mitigation. Mitigated the 5-minute. How are we playing out? something like this. Imbalance. Tapped into it. $16-1. What's the 5 minute doing? Oof. Big wick. We have a minute 04 before this 5 minute candle closes, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna see how this next 1 minute. Yeah, we're gonna see how this 1 minute candle moves here. No, gangster. Do see this run shift to the upside, but I much prefer if we came into here. Probably put stop loss below that low. I did not enter this trade. Do not take it. Still waiting for this 1 minute candle to close. See how the 5 minute candle closes. Hey. 5 minute candle closed ugly as fuck for a buy. Like for buy side momentum confirmation. Ugly as shit. So we're gonna wait. What's Nas doing? Does look like it wants to distro, but mainly on the 1 minute. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's currently 10 a.m. So we're gonna do this for 45 more minutes to see what price does. So in the interest of time, I'll just cut it. Cut this part. Oh, indices. Indices. Oh, wow. Good movement. Wow. Good fucking movement. Good movement. I'm so glad I partialed half. Now the debate comes, do I trail my stop loss all the way up here? And honestly, no, just because I want it to be at a really strong higher low, you know. So SPX is at break even with NAS. It is at break even, you know, within this little consolidation range. Oh, that's my head. Yeah, like break even was over here where some liquidity is. Fuck yeah. What's the EU doing? It does look like it wants to distro, but at the same time, it's just the R&R wasn't there. Gold dropping right back after TP would have hit. Honestly, I could see gold literally just like the answer offer here. Okay, guys. So update. I really there's nothing honestly more for me to do right now. Literally, indexes are climbing. I positioned myself yesterday on SPX and then last night for NASDAQ. You know, we're just running higher. So, in all honesty, I'm not really going to look to trade gold. I'm going to really just let it set up after playing this imbalance. See if we can get some kind of distribution from it. You know, maybe Asian sets up liquidity. London gets a high one more time, breaks lower. New York, we have an area to mitigate. And then news is either the mitigation and playing out, or we mitigate and then news is the playing out. I would definitely look for something like that. And then in terms of EU and GU, I literally want them higher. So I think today they can drop into fucking something in here. And one of it sticks. I mean, literally, if you throw shit at a wall long enough, it'll stick. Your hand's gonna smell, but it'll stick, you know? So yeah, someone's I'm gonna let the people I'm gonna let the buyers get back in this and push it up so I can fucking grab it here and dunk on their ass. On their stupid ass. Feel me? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. For me, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you guys want me to do more of this. I definitely do enjoy it. And you know, if you guys would love to get all this insight live, make sure to check the Discord link in the description below. But as always, stay disciplined, stay patient, and the gains will come. It's your boy CDG, and we out. Peace.